What is up and is going on, guys? My name is Simpzy and welcome back to some more Tottenham Hotspur Career Mode. Now guys, first things first, I just want to thank each and every one of you who smashed the likes on the last video. Absolutely fantastic, and basically just in general on all of my videos, you guys have been superb. So let's get straight and right into it. First things first, we have a piece of transfer negotiations. Now, if you don't watch the A-League or not in Australia, you probably don't know who Barney is. 21 years of age, right mid. We basically got him with the leftover cash, and I've always wanted to try him out in a career mode. He is 6'2". He has crazy pace and acceleration. He is your 62 overall. He can play as a right mid, left mid, and strike at 6'2". Not too bad weak foot in 4-star and only 3-star skills. But he has 86 sprint speed, 90 agility, and 88 acceleration. For a person that's 6'2", that is crazy. So we're going to be bringing him on in like the 75th minute to try some sweat, and we bought him for basically under $1 million. So if he works out well, hey, we can make a profit. If not, I just wanted to test him out in this career mode. But guys, in today's episode, we have two matches. The first of which is a home match at White Hart Lane against Liverpool, and then later on in the episode, we go to the Emirates to have the North London derby against Arsenal. And also halfway through the episode, we have the transfer deadline day. But first things first, we have a match against Liverpool at White Hart Lane. Guys, if you haven't gone and watched the last episode, I highly recommend you do. We do manage to sign Luka Modric from Real Madrid. We did have to pay out the butt for him, but after his debut hat-trick, his first match, he picked up a hat-trick, and Harry Kane was feeding him left, right, and centre. Like I said in that video, I would have thought it would be the other way around. I bought Modric to be feeding Harry Kane. But guys, we don't start off to the best of starts here. We go 1-0 down from Mario Balotelli's goal just before the 12th minute, so disappointing. But Harry Kane running down the wing here manages to get his shot off at Slim Dog Mingale. And I hate that joke. I do it all the fucking time when I verse Liverpool. But nevertheless, Eriksen, the Danish lad, manages to whip it in. Paulinho rises to the occasion. But fortunately for Liverpool, he doesn't manage to make it. But guys, Modric carving up the Liverpool defense. He manages to put a roulette in and manages to hit the deck and was rewarded with a penalty. So Modric again getting into a dangerous position into the box. He's just, look at this, he got absolutely rinsed here by 3 Liverpool defenders and Mingale. But Modric, seeing he got the penalty, steps up and he puts it slightly to the right to claim his 4th goal for Tottenham Hotspur. How crazy is that? 4 goals within 2 matches. The captain buries it, and that 70 million is looking like it's worth it. Harry Kane was like my main. I wanted to play with Harry Kane in this, and he hasn't really performed that well so far. Maybe it's only, well, this is like the second match, and it's been the Modric show. He's just been tearing up. But look at this nice piece of play. He just hit it too hard and spilled it away. But I can't remember the first half of the season for Harry Kane. I don't think he didn't play bad. I just didn't think he played spectacular like he is fucking now. But nevertheless, Dembele on the ball manages to find Kane, who feeds it to Eric Lamela. Tramps it back in, and I tried to feed it to Harry Kane. I eventually do. It was to Lamela, to Modric, to Harry Kane, and Harry Kane picks up his debut goal, and hopefully the sealer. His debut goal under me, but it was nice trampy football. I could have buried it with Modric to pick up his second, but I wanted Harry Kane to get his goal. I pushed it back to him, and he absolutely finished this. Look at this. Puts it into the top right. Harry Kane finally scores his debut goal under me as a manager. 2-1 up against Liverpool just before the 58th minute. But hopefully we can beat Liverpool at home today. But Daniel Sturridge was not going to let that happen. And Felipe Coutinho broke into the box. Vertonghen with the slide tackle. And look at Coutinho trying to have a go at Vertonghen. And it was nearly a red card there. It was a red card. I forgot. Vertonghen did pick up a red card. I thought looked like he put it into his back pocket. So, yeah, it was a blatant penalty and a blatant red card. Hey, what are you going to do? 2-1 up. Coutinho was going to score. Daniel Sturridge put him in spectacularly. But Mario Balotelli steps up, claims his second for the match, and puts it into the bottom right-hand corner. 2-2 against Liverpool. And we're not looking too good at the moment. Daniel Sturridge on the ball managed to find Coutinho. He managed to get his shot off, puts it into the bottom right. But fortunately for me, the ref pulls it to offside. 2-2 against Liverpool. We're trying to get something back here. Harry Kane has scored the second goal. He's trying to break away here. He does. Gets his finesse off, but he wasn't creeping in and didn't amount to anything. But Modric manages to find Harry Kane in the 90th minute. Gets his shot off, but unfortunately didn't amount to anything. Van der Vaart manages to hit the deck off top of that. But Kyle Walker with the throw-in manages to find Modric. Modric trying to find Harry Kane. Van der Vaart on the ball manages to find Modric. Back to Harry Kane. Can he get some space? And Chadley manages to put one into the back of the net in the 90th minute to make it 3-2 against Liverpool. I don't know what happened there. He got his shot off, Chadley did, but then the Liverpool defender pulled it over the line. It would have been fine. Look, Chadley hit the post, and luckily for me, the Liverpool defender managed to put it back. But Chadley, my God, he missed an absolute howler. Look at that. He kind of tried to chip it as well. But Sarko manages to draw it over the line, trying to get it clear. And Chadley was probably a little bit too happy with that. We managed to beat Liverpool on the death, but obviously Vertonghen is out for the next match, which is disappointing, but hey, what are you going to do? I'm still happy to get the 3 points against Liverpool, most likely not deserved, but nevertheless, we have the transfer window now. Edin Dzeko has gone to Arsenal, of course. Memphis, Depay, no, not Memphis, Dempsey. Why did I get that mixed up? Dempsey, who plays for Seattle Sounders, has gone to Udinese, who in the Serie A, which I found was quite interesting. Sami Khedira has also gone to Manchester City, along with Roberto Soldado. We did get an offer here from Yunus Kabul, and I'm not interested in selling Kabul. He is the captain if he comes off the bench. But Benjamin here is going on a short-term loan to Toulouse. And we managed to loan out some more players to MK Dons. Coming into the final hours here, maybe we have some more transfer negotiations. We did get an offer from Southampton for Moussa Dembele. We managed to loan out another player. 13 million Southampton offered. There's no way I'm going to sell Moussa Dembele. He's a pretty solid centre defensive mid, and he's playing well for me at the moment. And we managed to beat Liverpool, and we beat West Ham. So we're doing well at the moment. And I don't want to fuck with the chemistry just yet. My main objective is to try sign Gareth Bale in January. But guys, Pjanic for 48 million from Roma has signed for Manchester United. So they finally got that centre defensive mid, that midfielder. I think Pjanic is more of a midfielder, Cam. But I would have thought they would have gone for a cheaper alternative in Strootman if they had negotiations with Roma. But Godin from Atletico Madrid, the centre-back, has signed for Manchester City, and they're building a pretty strong side on top of the amount of mercenaries they have at their club. Absolutely crazy. But guys, we still have a match against Arsenal in today's episode, and let's get straight and right into it. It's a big rivalry between a big rivalry between Tottenham Hotspur and Arsenal, and it's going to be an absolute cracker. Arsenal aren't in the top 10, which is interesting for them, but it is extremely early days in the season, and who knows who's going to win the English Premier League. Let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know who's going to be the top goal scorer of the Premier League. Will it be Harry Kane? Will he come back in and score crazily? Or will it be Luka Modric, the cam, who's not a striker? Let me know in the comments below. Also, yeah, where do you think I'm going to end up in the Premier League? I'm going for a top 4 finish so we can get Champions League football next year. I think it's achievable. Maybe if we get Gareth Bale in January, we might be able to go for top 2, but I still need to get a shit ton of funds, so we'll have to sell some players if we do so. But there's both teams. If you're curious, you're most welcome to pause and have a look at who's playing and whatnot. But let's get into the match against Arsenal. In the piss-pouring rain, Modric on the ball manages to find Eric Lamela, and he's skipping past the Arsenal defense. Look at these nice little skills. Manages to find Paulinho, who gets the finesse off. He drills it pretty hard. It hits the crossbar and dinks right down. And I love those goals that hit the crossbar and smack right down on the ground. And we managed to make it 1-0 just before the 14th minute. So we're off to a cracking start there. A really nice goal there from Paulinho, the centre defensive mid. But it was Eric Lamela making all the plays. The little Argentine who isn't a 5-star skiller in this game. It's really disappointing. But a really nice goal there from Paulinho. Absolutely fires this one at Chesney. It rose way too quick. And to be quite honest, if it was in, I don't know, if it was in the snow, it probably wouldn't have gone in. But Pretty bad conditions. It was an extreme close one. But Eriksson on the ball. The Danish lad manages to get his finesse off, fires one straight at Chesney, and manages to produce a corner. He takes the corner kick. Harry Kane rises to the occasion, but fires it straight at Piatek. And we're all over Arsenal like a rash here at the moment. And Harry Kane's on the ball, determined to get his second goal for the Premier League. He's trying to cut back, but I forget that he doesn't have high amount of skill moves, Harry Kane. I'm trying to do more than what he's capable of doing so. But Modric on the ball manages to get his finesse off from the throw-in from Big Danny Rose. Manages to make it 2-0 on the stroke of halftime. And Luka Modric, my God, I bought him as a cam. Like I said, guys, I bought him as a cam so he could feed Harry Kane, and he's just look at the presence he's brought to the club. Absolutely fantastic. He's in the top 3 goal scorers of the Premier League. He is just tearing it up. But so is Alexis Sanchez on this wing. He manages to find Aaron Ramsey. Arsenal getting in a very dangerous position. Santi Cazorla with the tackle. Edin Dzeko gets his shot off, trying to scoop it pretty too far wide in my opinion. But Eric Lamela on the ball manages to find Modric. Harry Kane with the back flick. He gets his shot off. Going for glory, Harry Kane. But Harry Kane, another opportunity here just before the 45th minute. Breaks away. He gets his finesse off against Chesney, but couldn't get it clear. But Eriksson on the ball, trying to create something past Mertesacker, and unfortunately for him, he doesn't. A tackle in here manages to produce a red card for Arteta just before the 71st minute, 72nd, not 71st, the 72nd minute. And we do manage to do some substitutions here. I do manage to bring on Chadley and Abini as well, Bernie. But Modric on the ball trying to claim his second. But what a save here by Chesney. You got to give it to him, even though he's had a pretty average sort of match. But Bernie on the ball here. Look at this. Gets absolutely smashed in the piss-pouring rain. We do manage to produce a penalty in the 90th minute. Now, at this point in time, I usually like to go with if you draw the penalty, you get to take it. Now, seedings we're 2-0 up with one player out, with Arsenal 1 player down. I thought, what's the harm of letting him step up to take his first Premier League penalty? And he absolutely slots at Bernie just before the 90th minute, makes it 3-0, and that's a debut goal to remember. He did all the running there. He got into the play. He was pretty unlucky not to score. I bumped my nose on the mic. I don't know if you heard it. I didn't say anything. But Bernie manages to make it 3-0, and it was a really nice penalty. But Theo Walcott determined to destroy Lloris's clean sheet, and he doesn't it, trying to whip it into Edin Dzeko. But nevertheless, guys, I'm going to end it here. Thank you very much for watching if you watched all the way through. I really do appreciate it. Remember to leave a like to support this series and my channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. My name has been Simpzy, and goodbye.